Hello, welcome back to the snooker podcast called Clueless, because we're clueless about snooker. Today we're creating the perfect snooker player. I'm going to give Ben a list of attributes, and we're going to debate the perfect snooker player, okay? Just before we get into it, give us a subscribe, give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Start off super simple. Cue action.
Cue action. Cue action.
I think it's between 2 or 3 for me. My instinct.
We're going current snooker players?
Anyone or previous.
Oh.
Or anyone. I
Cue
think
action.
a rogue. I'm just chucking him in there. Neil Robertson. Seriously,
We did speak about that briefly in this week's episode, didn't we?
Yeah, go and have a
listen to
it if you haven't already. If you want a rundown of all current affairs and what happened at the World Grand Prix, I'll put the link in the bio for our other video. It's a bit longer, but in the first 20 minutes we go through everything that happened this week.
I am going to go for Neil Robertson.
Yeah, should we go? Right, locking in Neil Robertson. I think that's a good call. It's between. I think Sean Murphy's is pretty good. Ronnie's is good, but he flicks between over his career.
Something I noticed about Neil Robertson actually as well. He's very sharp.
Yeah.
His body position when he cues is very sharp, and I find it very
My colleague referred to Neil Robertson.
attractive.
Yes, he might be the hottest snooker player. I'll give him that. My colleague referred to him as the nicest snooker player to look at. So,
yes, yeah.
And I do think that might be the case with Neil, especially with when he had the curly hair. Not so much, but now he's got that.
I think he looks like a kookaburra.
Yeah, he does.
In the nicest possible way.
Right, we're sticking Q related. So Q action, Neil Robertson. Q power. I can't see a world where Judd Trump doesn't win that.
I was about to say, when you said that, I started writing down the name straight away. That name was Judd Trump.
Judd Trump, easy. Cue ball control.
Cue ball control. I'm quite tempted to say Judd Trump again, the way he can maneuver that cue ball around the table. And where it relates to cue power as well, when he plays those really deep screws and gets the cue ball back to bulk after a long run.
Not many people can do that.
Absolutely exceptional.
I'm chucking 2 more people into the ring. Ronnie O'Sullivan, arguably the best ever with the sort of control.
Quite probably, yeah.
He has the most 147s, and you'd think that probably leads me to think that he might have the best cue ball control.
Yeah.
Also, a different type of cue ball control. Mark Allen, on his day, has amazing cue ball control. Very different. Yeah. He's little shots in and around the black. Very different. My vote goes to Ronnie O'Sullivan for this.
I think it probably is Ronnie. I think it's difficult to argue against that. With the amount of
you could argue
he's had.
Long potting. There's a few. Let's get them out there. Throw some names out.
The first few that came to mind were, especially when he plays like he did at the World Championships, Kyren Wilson.
Kyren Wilson was one of the names that came to my mind. Another one, Neil Robertson again comes to mind. Judd Trump comes to mind. Sean Murphy comes to mind. I think we might...
Rochelle sometimes.
Oh, man. Didn't see it coming. I think my vote is between the top 2, Kyren and Trump. I don't know. I'm not putting Trump in that actually. I think Kyren. I might be Kyren.
He was the first name that came to my mind, so we'll go Kyren.
Kyren Wilson, right? He's in the chat again for this one because it's rest play. Who's the best player with the rest?
Sean Murphy's got to be up there.
51 out of 51 at the Masters. That's insane.
Yeah.
He didn't miss a shot at the Masters with the rest.
The name that I want to just throw in as an honourable mention there is Luca Brissell.
Really?
It was the year he won the World Championships, and he played a rest shot where, if I'm right in thinking, it was quite a tricky rest shot on the green, but he didn't rest the cue on the rest on the table. He just sort of held it in midair.
Oh, he's a right freak.
It was exceptional.
A very good rest player. Even has his own rest. Is Mark Williams.
Do the others borrow the rest when he brings his own?
Oh, this is what I brought earlier.
No, it's okay, Raf. I've bought my own.
I think it's Sean Murphy, isn't it?
I think it is, yeah.
Sean wins that one. So far, we've got Q Action. We've got 5 different players so far. We've got Q Action, Neil Robertson. Q Power, Judd Trump. Q Ball Control, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Long Potting, Karen Wilson. And Rest Play, Sean Murphy. Next one, Safety Play.
Safety Play. There's only one player that comes to mind.
Interesting.
When I think Safety Play.
Should we say it at the same time?
Well,
3,
current
2,
player, that is.
1. Mark Selby. Yeah. How can you not? The other one that did come to mind was Ray Reardon. Never really watched him, obviously, but apparently
I
he was
will say
very
this: he worked with Ronnie for a while.
Yeah.
And
on safety.
On his safety play, and the way Ronnie speaks about it is absolutely exceptional.
Yeah. Like,
it was so precise, as in, like, it was if thinking like 10 shots ahead in a safety battle. If you put the white ball here, they'll have to put it there, then you can put it there, and then they won't be able to. It sounded absolutely unbelievable.
Maybe we should pop a little Ray Reardon mention in there.
You know what? Just based on how I've heard Ronnie speak.
Same.
About
it's based on when I've heard Sean Murphy
talk
about playing him, and like it was just you were just tied in knots playing against him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray Reardon.
So let's have a blast from the past. And say
let's
Ray
pop
Reardon.
some old dogs in there. Temperament. There's a few players that come to mind here.
I think
a few players that don't come to mind as well. Actually, think.
Yeah. Matt Selt.
Yeah. Oh, I feel bad, but you wouldn't.
I do.
You just wouldn't want Matt Selt's temperament.
No.
Right. The ones that come to
mind.
mind.
That comes into. Would you say temperament's the same thing as like mentality? Are they interchangeable words?
Yes, I would say they are interchangeable in this. Temperament / mentality. For me, I think Mark Williams has got to be right at the top for that. What about you?
I was going to say Stephen Hendry.
He was a born winner, wasn't he?
He was. And
maybe just purely for the longevity of, like, no one beat him for so long.
Very true. No one beat him. And the men, he didn't socialise with anyone. That was part of the thing.
Man, the mentality
it's something you see. The players who don't socialise with other people, the players who don't mix, the players who do really well.
Yeah. I think, I'll take you with that. I'll take you. I'll take you, Hendry. And now we move on to quite a fun one. Flair / creativity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
That's an interesting one.
Flair / creativity. I'm going to chuck the same name in the hat. Mark Williams.
I mean...
And also I'm going to chuck another name in the hat. Alex Higgins.
For me, my mind instantly went Ronnie. And then I thought Flair, Jimmy White, Higgins, Alex Higgins.
It's Higgins, man.
It's the ultimate one.
The creativity aspect of it as well. Like, a lot of people...
When you watch videos of him playing, and he plays those sort of big swerving shots on the keyboard, and his entire body goes into it.
Also, like, there's cases where it's like a simple, like, you just need to screw back for the green.
Yeah.
And he goes like 5 cushions round to get into the same place. It's like no one else played like him. Arguably, that was to his downfall as well. But like on his day, it's
I think
Alex
got
Higgins.
To be Alex Higgins.
Snooker Brain.
Snooker Brain. Snooker Brain. What do you mean by snooker brain?
Who's got the best snooker brain?
I don't even have a beard and I'm stroking my beard.
Who's got the best snooker brain? Who's the best thinker in the game? And that doesn't necessarily mean in terms of... I mean, a lot of people I know people say Mark Selby, but that is usually to do with his defensive play.
Yeah.
So maybe snooker brain... Obviously, we went Ray Reardon in sort of safety, so maybe it's Mark Selby for snooker brain.
Yeah, quite possibly. John Higgins is probably a shout.
Yeah, man, we've not mentioned Jay Higgins yet.
Jay Higgs.
We went Hurricane instead of the old Wizard of Wish.
Yeah, we've not mentioned Jay Higgs. Jakes.
Who's got a better snooker brain, John Higgins or Mark Selby? I think I'm gonna go Mark.
You're gonna go Mark? Well, I'm happy to agree with you there.
We haven't repeated ourselves with a player yet, and we're not doing this on purpose. Dress sense.
I was wondering if that was going to come up.
Only because I want him to be in there.
Dress sense.
I want him to be in there. Come on, man. It's Dominic Dale.
Wilson.
It's Dominic Dale.
Oh, it's got to be.
It's got to be Dominic Dale. No one else.
After you briefly discussed Dominic Dale on last week's episode, I went down a big YouTube rabbit hole.
A double D hole. That's a double D hole. Didn't mean it. Yeah.
And he's one of a kind. He's an absolute legend. He's got to have a mention.
Oh, he's actually in the news. He was in the news last week. I saw it this morning because he was just saying how intimidating he found Ronnie O'Sullivan when he was playing him. It's a good read.
Yeah.
But he wasn't saying it in like a. I saw some newspaper thing where it was like Dominic calls Ronnie intimidating.
Yeah.
Not because I think Ronnie O'Sullivan was like naturally quite aggressive in the way he played snooker, not anything else. And Dominic was just saying how hard he found that to play against, and he said it was making a simple black off the spot. It's so much more weight on it because of who you're playing. It's a really interesting read. I'll try and link it below.
As well as his dress sense as well. He's got a very good sense of humour, but also, have you heard of his interaction with Jimmy White?
Yeah.
Where Jimmy White made like a passing comment. I think it was meant like it was good natured, and he went, if you practice such and such a bit more, then that'd be better for your game or something like that. And then just instinctively, he just said, if you practice blacks off the spot, you might be world champion.
That's so good though.
And I don't think Jimmy liked
I don't think he took it particularly well. No, I mean Dominic Dale was never. I don't know if he's ever been.
I don't think he's got a malicious bone in his body.
No, I don't. Oh God, no. But the highest he's ever been is like 19th in the world or something like that. Like he was never. But oh my God, I just love him. I just think he's the sweetest man. I'm so glad he's got a mention. Yeah, man. Dominic Dale's in the. He definitely. There's a part of it. He belongs in the perfect snooker player because he's such a kind, lovely man. He deserves his spot in this video. Next one. Just a quick recap. Cue action, Neil Robertson. Cue power, Judd Trump. Cue ball control, Ronnie O'Sullivan. Long potting, Karen Wilson. Rest play, Sean Murphy. Safety play, Ray Reardon. Temperament, Stephen Hendry. Flair / creativity, Alex Higgins. Snooker Brain, Mark Selby. Dress sense, Dominic Dale. Next one, bottle. Who's got the best bottle?
Best bottle.
Under pressure, who's the best? We might start repeating ourselves here because I feel like it might be someone that's already in the list.
I think... We spoke about it in this week's episode as well. I'm going to say Judd Trump.
Yeah.
He never loses his cool.
And you know what? There's actually a clearance that he made against Mark Williams for $500,000.
Yeah.
And it was cool. I was also going to say Mark Williams as well, but it probably is Judd Trump.
Yeah.
I'd want him if I wanted anyone to pot. Oh, whoa! Hold the front door. John Higgins. Who else clears up when they have to clear up like John Higgins does?
Yeah, but we spoke about recently as well how in recent times he's been missing the balls he should be potting. He's not been clearing up like he should.
But I do think back to that last World Championship, that game against Mark Allen, that clearance of 60 odd he made to save the game. This might be the first one we disagreed on.
I'm going to stand on my Judd Trump hill on the basis that, like you just said, if my life depended on it,
it's true.
Out of current snooker players, if I needed someone to pot a ball to save my life, I don't know if.
Yeah, I agree with you. If there was a gun to my head and I had to choose a snooker player to pot,
in some strange turn of events, Rob Walker was holding a gun to my head. So if you don't, if Judd Trump, if you got to choose one snooker player to pot that ball, otherwise I'm blowing your brains out and then emceeing your funeral. I'd choose Judd Trump.
Yeah, at the Crucible, because as we said, they'll be desperate.
Yeah.
They'll be desperate.
Yeah.
I'll go with you. Judd Trump for bottle. Versatility. Right, he's not on there yet, and I feel like he should be. There's two players that I would like to put forward that aren't. I think we should definitely go for. However, we should no repeats. Oh wait, that would take Judd Trump out.
It would.
Should we pop John Higgins in? No. We can repeat.
You mentioned Mark Williams, and I'd like to put him in there.
This is what I was going to say. I was going to say
the Black Ball Masters with
Hendry.
Stephen Hendry, when Hendry lost his bottle.
Oh, you want Williams for bottle now?
I want Williams for bottle now. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'll take Williams for bottle.
If we're not allowed double ups, then I want Williams for bottle.
And for versatility, I was going to say Brissell or Higgins.
I'm happy with Luca Brissell there.
Brissell, there's definitely a part of him that is on his, like sometimes he's just breathtaking.
Yeah.
And sometimes he is versatilely shit. So that does work actually.
Yeah.
Luca. There's only one left.
Luca.
Unless you can think of any other categories.
Will you say the last one and I'll see if I can think of anything else?
Look.
In terms of physically attractive.
No.
Are you asking me which snooker
do
player
that
I fancy?
We should do that though. So there's Luck, Luck. Who's the luckiest?
Oh, I thought you meant Luck as in which snooker player would I want to take out.
So who's the best looking snooker player? We've meant Neil Robertson is one of the best looking snooker players. Ronnie O'Sullivan, on his day, there's something hunky about him.
Yeah.
Let me think. Let me really think.
Let's say Luck, Luck. Well, it's got Stuart Bingham, Ballroom Bingham.
No other player. Although he's just lost 10-0. Maybe his looks ran out. But
looks, as in which snooker player do I fancy?
Hit me with some hot snooker players. I'm struggling a little bit. Neil Robertson's right at the top of the list.
Neil
Robertson's
really is right up there.
Who else is there?
I think Judd Trump's got a sort of suave appeal.
Yeah, he does.
I think he looks a bit like a Wallace and Gromit character.
There's definitely more attractive men in the world. I mean, Neil Robertson is more attractive.
Yeah.
Just purely...
I think...
Purely based on looks. Also, he's Australian. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Who else? Snooker players, let's be honest. They're not the most attractive bunch. Kyron Wilson, he's got something about him.
He's got a bit of appeal, hasn't he? He's got it's a good question, isn't it?
Oh man, I'm just going through the ranking. Oh, Dave Gilbert.
Dave Gilbert,
the farmer. The angry farmer.
Perhaps.
There's something hot about... Oh, Jack Lazowski's got a bit of good looks about him.
You know who I'm going to say?
Hit me.
Joe O'Connor.
Well, I knew you were going to say that. I don't think he's the most attractive snooker player.
No, he's not. But like you said, I'm just going through the list and...
it's not a great bunch to choose from. Oh my god. I'm down in the 50s down here. Oh. No.
Let's
oh, Michael Holt. Michael Holt's got some looks about him.
Let's just say look in general, and say that falls under the category of dress sense as well. And let's give Dominic Dale.
So Dominic Dale and Judd Trump are the only two snooker players that feature twice in this list. That's fine. I'm fine with it.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
Dominic Dale for looks as well. So, any other categories you can think of? I think we've really eked everything we can possibly get out of this.
think we probably have. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the scores are in for Q Action. Neil Robertson. I'm not going to do a little thing for everyone actually. Q Power. Judd Trump. Q Ball Control. Ronnie O'Sullivan. Long Potting. Karen Wilson. Rest Play. Sean Murphy. Safety Play. Ray Reardon. Yeah, that's it. We got culture. Culture. Temperament.
We're not just two young bucks.
Stephen Hendry. Actually, 3 back-to-back here that are all ancient. Flair / Creativity. Alex Higgins.
Don't call Stephen Hendry ancient. That's our Q-Tips collaboration down the drain.
Yeah, I'd love a game of me and you versus him. What start would he give us? It would be embarrassing. It would have to be like 90.
He gave like some of his fans like 300 head starts.
I mean,
it'd have to be pretty January.
My safety play's pretty good. I tie him in knots. I've been working with Reardon.
Grinding
he's
down.
Dead.
Absolute
Rest
granite.
I love it. I love it when people say granite. That is granite.
It's great,
that would be the greatest compliment.
Snooker.
If Stephen Hendry's watching and you want to make my year, if we ever release a video of us playing snooker, just comment.
Granite.
Granite.
Yeah. Granite. Do you know what would break my heart?
What?
If I missed an easy pot. If we were playing with Stephen Hendry.
I always think
I missed an easy
pressure,
pot.
man.
And if he went, that's clumsy. That would break my heart.
If he used the phrase on commentary, I'd say that was clumsy. Because he's not saying it's clumsy. He's not saying it's clumsy.
No,
he's just saying he would say it's clumsy.
He would say it, yeah.
That's stressful. I'm actually stressed just thinking about that.
All right, let's pick it up from there. So,
Stephen Hendry for Temperament.
Flair.
Alex Higgins. Snooker Brain. Mark Selby. Dress Sense. Double D's.
/ looks.
Stress.
The Q-less pod sweetheart.
Yeah, oh my god. He is. He's the nation's sweetheart of snooker.
The people's prince.
Yeah, the PP.
Dominic
the PP
Dale.
is the DD.
The DD, the PP.
Dominic Dale. Get a little theme tune going.
Yeah.
If we could have...
Actually, can you do that, please?
Yes, I will, and I'll play it now.
Dominic Dale, my love's for sale, and I'm selling it all to you. Best dressed man in the kindest face, and I'm gonna say it all over the place. Dominic Dale, when you exhale, you make the girls go wild. Dominic Dale, can you believe that you're the face of mine and Ben's snooker love child?
If we could get a weekly guest on, and you know, like some people have like a little rundown from like an ex-pro's opinion, and he will be an ex-pro at the end of the season, he would be my pro of choice. Double D's. And we could say, let's cut to Double D's.
Let's cut to the PPDD.
Yeah, the PPs of the DDs. Yeah, I'd love any interaction with him. He just seems like a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Watch him be a fucking knob if we ever meet him.
That would break my heart.
They would. That would be what I'd give up. I'd give up on my snooker dreams.
I would, yeah.
Where do we got Dress Sense / looks, Dominic Dale. We've got Bottle, Mark Williams, okay? Who's somehow John Higgins isn't in this list. We should have a list of people that aren't in this. Honourable mention, John Higgins.
John Higgins.
Versatility, Luca Brissell. Look, Stuart Bingham. But maybe not anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, Stuart Bingham. And that's
a
it.
pretty good snooker player.
That's a bloody good snooker player. I still think Dominic Dale on his day would beat him though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, that's it. If you like this content...
Well, actually, I'd like to add professionalism. Ding Jungwei.
Nice. Professionalism.
And that's rounded it off nicely.
Oh yeah, let's add that right at the bottom. Professionalism. Ding Junhui. Okay.
There we go.
Facial hair? No, let's not go there.
That's a separate
Is
discussion.
there many beards in snooker? I suppose it would get in the way, wouldn't it?
I'd say it's a stubbly game.
It's a very stubbly game.
There's not much in between.
Karen Wilson rocks a bit of a goatee though, doesn't he? Fucking everything about him's a bad boy. Every time I mention any of his physique, anything about him, I just think bad boy.
Bad boy.
Bad boy. No one's got like a rocking beard in snooker, do they? There's room for a snooker player to grow a massive beard. I actually played.
I'd say Gary Wilson's the closest, I think.
Oh yeah,
but maybe that's just accentuated by the fact that he's bald.
I actually played snooker with a guy that is like, he was trying. I don't know if I've not seen him in ages. He was trying to get like the UK's longest beard award. Honestly, it was about down there. And I went to play pool with him. I'd only met him. I worked with him, and I'd only met him a few times. And we invited him to come play pool. Nice guy, really nice guy. And he got down to play a shot, and the cue went through his beard. and then it clicked. I was like, that's why snooker players don't have beards.
Yeah.
Hey ho.
Right. Well, we've created a very good snooker player there, I think.
Yeah, very good. What do you want to call him? Fuck yeah, great for a podcast. Just silence. So what do you want to call him?
Peter Purvis. I think that's an actual person. He used to present Blue Peter.
No one has ever sounded more like... No fake person has ever sounded more like a pervert than Peter Purvis.
I think he used to present Blue Peter.
Is Peter Purvis a real person?
Yeah. I think he used to present Blue Peter. Ask me again. We can't
right,
Peter Purvis.
Can't use Peter Purvis. What would you like? We'll cut. What would you like them to be called?
You can't laugh at me. Okay, alright.
It sounds like something out of Thomas the Tank Engine. Pete, what would you like them to be called, Ben?
Jonathan Bogpants.
Yeah, great. What, give him a name. What's
Johnny Bogpants.
Johnny Bogpants. Yeah, no one's beaten Johnny Bogpants.
There we go.
I don't think we should give them a name. I don't think that's given us... It's not... let's just stick with Dominic Dale. Let's just give Dominic Dale all of these people's attributes.
The ideal snooker player is Dominic Dale.
Right,
and on that note...
Goodbye. Subscribe.